F-A-T-C-A-T. Man, y'all rockin' a Fat Cat show. This is my show. F-A-T. Watch the time on you. Say it one more time. F-A-T-C-A-T. Man, y'all rockin' a Fat Cat show. This is my show. F-A-T. Watch the time on you. Here we go. No matter what you say, I'ma spit it how I spit it, so you niggas can't forget it. Everybody is a critic. I walk in the dark with my chronicles Ridic, with my game up the bar, so your girl will let me hit it. Damn, man, my show's simply marvelous. You can stop the hating and debating, you can't argue this. Cause if you found something better, you would sip Moretta while wearing an ugly sweater. But my show you listening, so stop the whimpering. This is for the sinners and the born again Christians. Turn to Philippians. Nope, you can miss me then. If you wanna talk, text my number, you can hit me then. Cause you know my show was rocking. Fat Cat, remember that when your girl is shocking. When them headphones are knocking. Fat Cat show and you don't stop the knocking. F-A-T-C-A-T. Man, y'all rockin' a Fat Cat show. This is my show. F-A-T. Watch the time on you. Say it one more time. F-A-T-C-A-T. Man, y'all rockin' a Fat Cat show. This is my show. F-A-T. Watch the time on you. Here we go.
Yo. What's cracking? You rockin' with your boy, the preacher's grandson, the sinister minister, the Rabbi Raymond Noodle, the chaplain of fried chicken's last rites. Y'all know who it is. It's Fat Cat. And as I said before, my boy Satellite got the day off. So what's up, y'all? What's happening with y'all tonight? You know, just another show tonight. And I'm carrying the load myself tonight. And just want to see what's up with everybody else out there on this night. It was a long day today, and I got a little bit of bad news tonight. I mean, this morning, with the passing of my wife's grandmother. Rest in peace to her. This lady was everything to my wife. You know, that was her mother, basically her mother. And unfortunately, I lost my grandmother a couple of months ago in April, and then last year I lost my grandfather, and then her grandfather followed in the same year. So it's like a double whammy, both years back to back, with us losing both our grandfathers back to back, and our grandmothers back to back. And it's just, you know, just the way the world works sometimes. And we want to give our condolences to everybody out there that's dealing with grief, that done lost people, you know, because we know as long as we live, death is a part of life. Some people we lose early. Some people, you know, get to grow old, and, you know, and then we a little bit more settled with it because they done left, you know, they live their lives. They got a chance to live a full life. But how do you deal with grief when you're dealing with someone that lost their life early, like a child or a nephew or a young little cousin or a little guy you just watch grow up? How do you deal with death in that type of term, you know? So I'm not gonna dwell on death that long, but I'm just asking for everybody to continue to pray for my family, pray for my wife's family, and but I'm gonna go to the birthdays. We want to say happy birthday to everybody that has birthdays. My today happens to be my youngest son's birthday, Jalen. So we're gonna say happy birthday to him. And everybody else out here that's celebrating birthdays and stuff like that, we wanna wish everybody a happy birthday. That it's good to be able to grow old, you know, get old and stuff like that. So I don't know if you appreciate life, but I appreciate life every second. You know, as I said, like when my grandparents died, man, that was the first real up and close and personal experience that I experienced with death. And so I have a newfound respect for life and death. You know, I don't take nothing for granted. So Also, too, I advise you that if you out here dealing with situations where you have any kind of beef or rift with any one of your loved ones, you should make up right now, because you never know what's gonna happen, and pray to God that nothing happens with your loved one. But anyway, today, man, I was tripping out. I was looking at, I don't know how many people saw this on Facebook with your boy Ja Rule. Man, Ja Rule, man, he did this commercial, man, and it had me tripping. I was tripping out on it. So I don't know, y'all. He did a commercial for what was that doggone restaurant name? I forgot the name of the restaurant. But if you don't see it, if you haven't seen it, I got the video, and man, I don't know if this is just desperate times for him or what. He claimed that he was trying to do a reality show where he uses his celebrity status to help small businesses out during this pandemic that was losing money. So I don't know. Y'all watch this commercial and tell me what you think.
Slap your mama! Papa Cristo's got the best motherfucking gyros you ever ate in your life. So good. Take one lick to you got to have Peters, Papa Cristo Peters. They got everything. I'ma just give you a rundown of some of my favorites. They got tzatziki. Hold on. Octopi tequila. Well, whatever, but it's good. Abolamano soup, cava pizza, and they got wine too. I'm telling you, come on down to Papa Cristo's. You can't even pronounce the food. It's so goddamn good. Show them what you working with, Papa. Show them how you do it.
Hey, Papa. Hey, where are you? Papa Cristo, are you here? Papa Cristo, are you here?
Come on down to Papa Cristo's, 2771 West Boulevard, Pico. Or you can call right now and get it delivered. Papa Cristo's. Ooh, make you want to do the dance. Opa!
Man, I don't know what to say about that commercial, but I would think if you did a commercial, you would take time out to know the products and stuff, or the services, or the food, dealing with a restaurant, know how to pronounce the food and all of that. I was an advertising major, so I'm a little bit picky on that, but it looked like you would know the food that you dealing with. He couldn't even pronounce it, so it don't even make the commercial even believable. And then at the second thing, it's Ja Rule, your star not shining like that no more. So that's funny in a heartbeat. Now it'd be different if it was somebody else. I know a lot of businesses are suffering right now with the pandemic. Now and then with it being somebody that's outside of the race, old man, nobody even really believing that Ja Rule goes to that restaurant and all of that. But if it was him trying to really look out for business, then all to him. Give him a round of applause just in case. But because everybody needs helping hand. I see a lot of businesses right now that are suffering, just simply off of the this COVID thing. This COVID just crippling people and all of that. And then I'm seeing all kinds of different reports where they talking about this thing look like it might carry over to 2025 or something like that. But with it, I don't care what nobody say. I still think this virus is man-made. Then I'm looking at reports they saying that the it's not actually a virus, that it's what they call it, bacteria. Like they said Italy did some autopsies on the bodies, and they finding out that this disease, this bacteria, is actually causing we know it is causing disturbances in the lungs and your kidneys and your liver, and it's causing blood clots, and the blood clots is what is actually killing people. So I don't know. What y'all think? Y'all holla at your boy. I know somebody out there. The number, like I said before, is 646-564-9728. Press 1 if you want to comment. I just can't get with that with what he doing. It'd be different if it was somebody that what can I say, had a little bit more star power. You know, Ja Rule, he might be touring and doing things, but now if 50 Cent would have did it or something like that, then we probably talking something different. You know, at least he got, you know, his little series and stuff going on, and his star still kind of like hold weight. But, you know, Ja Rule, he been out of it for a minute, and nobody ain't checking for him no more. So, I don't know. Y'all let me know what you think. Like I said, that number is 646-564-9728. Press 1 if you want to comment. Now, I wanna go into, before I go into that, make sure if you checking out on Periscope, if you checking out on Facebook, Twitter, all the above accounts, make sure you go to YouTube, subscribe to the Fat Cat Show Network, show your love. Or you can listen to us on Stitcher. You can listen to us on iTunes, Blog Talk Radio, Spotify, iHeart, Deezer, TuneIn, all the above platforms. Make sure y'all check us out. But anyway, I want to go into the next story of today, and it's about a young man that did something that was kind of out cold and unlawful. He was an Amazon driver, and he decided to quit in the middle of the drive. I know many of us did that plenty of times. We decide to, you know, a job is you know, just too much to bear and all that. And we all been young. At the fact that he was a young man, it really says a lot. I'm not going to get down on the young man because I don't know what was going on in his life, or you know what kind of problems he was experiencing. And I know young men make mistakes. I made a lot of mistakes as a young man myself. So when I looked at this story, you know, I really didn't want to jump to judgment because, like I said, this young man has a lot of life left in him. But what he did behind that was he was driving an Amazon truck, and he decided to leave the truck and catch a Uber. I mean, you could have took the truck back to the job and then quit. That's the only problem that I have with that, because, you know, unfortunately in the city that we stay, you know, a lot of people, you know, you see a abandoned Amazon truck and stuff like that, you know, it's packages in it, man. No wonder, and people are actually sitting back and they ordering things and they waiting for their packages. So I'm surprised that it's not criminal charges, you know, faced, especially if somebody broke in that truck and got it. So we want to look at this story, and then let's have a conversation about it. Let me know what you think. Like I said before, that number is 646-564-9728. Check this story out. Tell me what you think.
Well, Dave, this young man says he had enough. He says the job was too demanding and took time away from his family. But tonight, he told me he regrets that hasty decision that's now gone viral.
I'm not encouraging them to, but if you fed up with your job, you just got to be fed up with it.
This tweet that Derek Lancaster shared went viral overnight. The 22-year-old who says he delivered packages for Amazon now having a change of heart.
Yeah, I mean, it was immature and irresponsible on my end, but at the same time, enough is enough.
He took aim at the online retail giant with this tweet, saying in part, "I quit Amazon. I left the van on 12 Mile in Southfield." It's been retweeted more than 25,000 times and has more than 218,000 likes. Lancaster says he took this photo of the van at the gas pump. He also claims he filled the tank and left the keys in the ignition.
I just got irritated, and I went on Twitter. I go on social media to vent my problem,
The tweet has caused some people to have a problem with Lancaster. This man saying, "I can't imagine how selfish someone has to be to abandon a van full of other people's property. This is not okay." Another person defending the company says her daughter works at Amazon with no complaints. She loves the pay, health insurance, and options for overtime. Lancaster says he worked 12-hour shifts, making more than 150 stops for $15.50 an hour.
It was days where I had to deliver 158, 212, and they just kept going up and up.
And he says after missing his sister's birthday party because of the amount of deliveries, he had enough.
She was like real upset with me. It's no set schedules.
And back out here live, Amazon just sent us a statement that reads in part, "This does not reflect the high standards we have for our delivery partners. We are taking this matter seriously and have investigated the matter and are taking appropriate action." That's a statement just sent to us from Amazon, Dave. Lancaster on the hunt for a new job right now and says he's going back to school.
On that, like I said before, I hope that this doesn't reflect on that young man's future, because we all made mistakes as young people and stuff like that. And I think sometimes we get frustrated. When you're young, you get frustrated, and oftentimes you let your emotions get the best of you. So I hope that young man don't that they don't decide to press criminal charges. But at the end of the day, I understand the company's position and other people that might be mad at them, because at the same time, Amazon delivers to businesses that you know, products that the businesses, small businesses need. So I understand the you know, the anger for some people might have been, because like I said, I'm waiting for stuff from Amazon myself. So I can imagine if that was the truck that the products that I was waiting on was in, or you know, some people make their living getting products, you know, Amazon delivering products to them. And my man could have, you know, that very thing that he did could have held processes up. Some people are waiting like on a timely deadline. Some people pay extra to get early delivery and stuff like that. And he chose to do this. But I don't know. How many people would be mad? How many people are mad like right now about that? I'm just wondering, because I know personally I could see myself in that young man, because it was a lot of little job, but I would have considered more during that time, you know, like, man, I would have at least took the van back to the job and not left it somewhere where people packages and property wouldn't have been compromised, because they paid for that stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, and then at the same time, he could have cost the company money. And then right now you got unwanted publicity that you don't want right now. And people are now, you know, your face is plastered all over the news, and all they got to do now is type your name up. And you know, now you're going to pop up on Google search what you did. And now, you know, now you got some unwanted attention that you don't necessarily need. So I don't know. I just want to know what you think, and if you got any comments or anything behind it. I know it's a little bit late. Some people might be still asleep. That number is 646-564-9728. Press 1 if you want to comment. I don't know. I'm trying to think of a job I just up and quit. I think the only job I did that to, my first job was McDonald's, and I was a young man. I was a teenager, and they wasn't giving me hours, you know. And it so happened that my cousin, one of my older cousins, was the manager of it, so she got me into the job. And so, you know, I'm a young man. I'm trying to work and get a little money in my pocket to be able to buy me some gym shoes, some clothes, and stuff like that. But I was often the one that didn't get that many hours. I would come in sometime. Some days I would only work like 4 hours, sometimes 8 hours, and then during the week I would only get a day or 2 days and a half, and it was my checks wasn't even reflected nothing. I'm catching the bus and stuff like that. I got frustrated. I just said, man, I'm not coming in no more. I just, it wasn't even worth coming in. I was a young man. I'm going to school and I'm trying to keep fresh. And I couldn't get fresh off that little job like that. You know what I'm saying? Tried to work it the best I could, but I got frustrated with it. And I think as I grew and just dealing with jobs, period, I was a rebel, somewhat of a rebel, and I used to have to learn as a young lion. Sometimes you can't roar at everything. You gotta move in silence and don't tell people your moves and stuff like that. And that's what the same type of thing that I'm trying to teach my son right now, because he's a young lion just like me, just like I was. And so I'm trying to teach him the same things. And sometimes your mouth will allow you to lose things when you open it. So, but I hope that young man is all right, and I'm pretty sure he'll bounce back. And I hope, like I said, this doesn't go on his resume, because, like I said, young man, you might have to. I know you're gonna have to get another job while you going to school, and so people gonna, it's gonna pop up. Nowadays, it's different for jobs now. You used to could hide what you do, what you did, your past, and stuff like that. Now these employers are looking people up on Facebook. Now all they got to do is, or Google search you and find out everything they want about you. So, like I said, I'm hoping and I'm praying that this young man gets through this, and hey, we'll see. Only time will tell. But anyway, moving on to the next subject. I saw this on Facebook, and man, oh man, what a difference some makeup makes. And this is so scary, because look at what that makeup did to her. I mean, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. I'm not talking about nobody. I don't want to get into face shaming nobody. I ain't the cutest person myself, or the most handsome man myself. I got my flaws also, but I would be mad if I was a man and I met her, the later her. I would be mad. I wouldn't even recognize who she was, later on. If I bumped into her at the club right now with the face on the right hand side, I'd have been like, okay, she got her little makeup on, she popping, blah blah blah. But just imagine if you took her home and then you wake up to the one next to that other thing over there, and then you be like, man, wow, where was that person that last night that I met? That's pretty scary right there. So the question would be, is makeup the same as telling a lie? And I say yes. I definitely say yes, because those are two different people. Look at it. Look at that. But tell me that ain't two different people. Tell me as a man that you wouldn't be mad, because for one, the girl even though, makeup ain't my thing. Makeup ain't my thing. My wife doesn't wear makeup. But I never cared for women that was on a makeup trip. So definitely if I would, she still looked kind of like Michael Jackson. I'm trying to make up a word. Michael Jackson-ness on that side, but that other side, she kind of looked like a lunch aid lady. And you might, you wake up, you might take the Michael Jackson-ness type side of her better than you do the lunch aid lady on the other side. And then, And I'm just telling you, it a man will wake up to that and be mad, especially if he met the Michael Jackson side of her. So I don't know what y'all think. I just think it's no different than than lying and telling a person that, hey, you know, I don't got no kids, I ain't got no man, you know, and then, you know, then this, you know, putting on makeup and looking like a whole different person, and now you ain't got no looks. You know, you take your looks gone with one wash of a wash rag, and now I'm waking up to the lunch lady, you know. So I'm just telling you. hey, I'm just that's just plain and simple. I mean, tell me, is it a lie? Is it the same as telling a lie when you put on makeup and hey, oh, I was about to say something, but I'm gonna hold it to myself. She looked grandmama-ish on that other side, and this lady is Michael Jackson-ish. That's a word, Michael Jackson-ish. I'm holding to that. But what do y'all think? Is it the same as telling a lie? If you want to answer that or get in the comments, that number is 646-564-9728. Press 1 if you want to comment. I'm definitely saying that because sometimes that's that strobe light effect. I don't know if y'all went somewhere to a club and you got a little drinks. I remember my drinking days. I don't drink no more, but my drinking days going to a club and turning up a few, and then, you know, the club is dark and you searching the scene, you check it out, you see a nice lady, and you get to talking in the dark, is the skies and the imperfectionness and all that stuff of a lady, and then all of a sudden, you know, when the lights come on, you thought you was talking to Halle Berry, and then you with a monster. And so now, you know, hey, we got this. And so I just don't think it's right. That's why I really don't date women that wear makeup. You know, my wife, you know, the closest she came, she put on that you know, she got some lip gloss that's kind of color like. And when she put it on, she had started wearing it. She wore it Sunday, and I saw it. I said, "Babe, what you doing? You know, I don't know the difference between this stuff." And then I said, "You know, what is you doing with that lipstick on?" You know, she said, "This ain't lipstick, this lip gloss." I said, "Okay, you know, hey, to each his own." You know, I just never seen my wife in any type of color thing on her face. Then I see women that wear too much makeup. You know. I don't know, but I think I've been around a lot of natural women in my life. You know, my mom don't wear too much makeup. You know, my grandmother never really wore too much makeup and stuff like that. But you know, I grew up around more natural women, so I guess that's more of my you know, my attraction and stuff to natural, because I grew up watching natural women, you know, deal with natural beauty. So I don't know, but each one prefer, you know, everybody prefer their own, you know, got their own little poisons they like and stuff like that. But if you like that, then if you're not deceived by that, then God bless you. But anyway, I want to go to our main topic of today. Excuse me, y'all. Our main topic of today is, should a man ever be able to use excessive force against a woman? That's a good, because I heard a lot of people, you know, we got in a panel before. I forgot where I was, and we was talking about this very topic, And you look at videos nowadays and you see these women be whipping these men up. They be whipping these men up. And I don't know if it's really because the man is scared or we dealing with a different type of hybrid woman right now. These women ain't the old gone with the wind type women that you smack, they, you know. Nah, they some different breed of women. And not saying that I condone, you know, putting your hands on them or nothing like that, but these women are actually fighting men now. And that's why one of these topics, because I just seen a video, man, where this woman two-pieced this guy. And I don't know, my sinus is acting, hold on, y'all. And I don't, excuse me. And I don't know if I can deal with a woman that, you know, like the bare knuckle fight and all that stuff. Them days are behind me. You know, I can't deal with the fighting thing. You know, I ain't no fighter. And so, in this video, this woman was haloing this guy. I mean, literally just throwing them bees, dropping it on them and stuff like that. And so we often hear that talk, especially big guys like me. You know, a person will look at a person like me and be like, man, if you swing and hit a woman, man, you have been undid some damage and knock them up and hurt a woman. But man, these women be now punching people, knocking men out. Motherly Love said only to save his or his children lives. Yeah, you know, yeah, you'll be surprised. You'll be surprised. I know some people personally, man, that they women, man, don't be playing. I had a friend, I'm not gonna mention no names, that he was into big women, and one day, excuse me, one day his girl caught him, and she came over there like King Kong Bundy, and I had to pull her off him. And this woman wasn't no small woman, man. She was about a neck bone and ham hock sandwich away from being Hulk Hogan's great nephew or something. And he was a thin dude. And I'm telling you, she put it on him, and I had to pull her off him. He was like, "Hey, get this girl off of me." And so I don't, you know, and when I was working at the casino, it was a female cop, and there she was a veteran. She was an older white lady, but she was big. This woman had to be like, she was like 6'5", 6'6", easy. She was big as hell, and she was a black belt, a 3rd-degree black belt. And this woman, men was scared of her. They were scared of her. Whenever she came in that casino, you know, the other cops was like, man, that lady done kicked some butt on the street, blah, blah, blah. They were scared that all the male cops knew about her. And she was real nasty too. She had a real nasty little attitude about herself, but they said she could handle it. I ain't never seen her fight, but looking at her, man, I took their word for it. I wasn't gonna try to come against that. So I don't know, but what do you think? Do you think that a man should ever use excessive force against a woman? I done seen, like I said, in my lifetime, I done seen men actually get hurt because they really don't want to put their hands on a woman, but they got an aggressive woman that's still gonna come after and swing. And sometimes women hold that against a man, knowing that he's not a man that'll put his hands on them, and they begin swinging and grabbing things and you know, doing all kinds of things to him because they know that this man is not gonna hurt him. And and actually I seen, it was a story not too long ago. The man did that, and a woman killed him. He wasn't really trying to hurt her, and this and that, and she did him in. And then, matter of fact, this happened sometime last year when the guy was trying to get away from the girl and she ran him over. I mean, we got so much stuff happening right now. Shoot, I think it's just as much. No, I ain't gonna say that. But I think the abuse of women numbers done picked up just as well as men that abuse women. I don't know. What do you think? Like I said, if you want to call, that number is 646-564-9728. Press 1 if you want to comment. I've been through the stupid phases of relationships, and like I said, I think that's why all this white is under my beard right now. I done been through relationships where women they like to do things to you and get you to the point where you gotta do. I had a woman that used to swing on me just to get me to fight her all the time, and it was just, and I was young at the time, and I was a little bit of a hothead, and me and this girl used to go at it all the time, and I just really didn't, at that time, I didn't know, that was my first love, and I just really didn't know how to handle stuff like that. I thought, I thought love was just something you just stick in and try to work things out, and I just didn't know the concept of loving somebody and being in a relationship. But that was my growing pain, and I had to learn the hard way. And so then once I started growing up and maturing and stuff, and I realized that love ain't like this. Love is long suffering, but you don't have to be with that person to love them like that. A person wouldn't take you through that really love you, wouldn't take you through so much struggle and pain with things. So I had to learn that the hard way. And a lot of these ladies too, and I'm saying I'm using it for the woman aspect right now. A lot of people just think, hey, I can't do no better. It's gonna be a problem with somebody out here. Maybe this person putting their hands on me. They try to justify this woman putting her hands on me. She fight me, but hey, at least she makes sure I'm all right. Wash my clothes or something like that. People always trying to justify, the reason that they stay in these type of abusive relationships. And yes, sir, men do get abused. Better believe it. Men do get abused. I'm telling you. When I had to go down and put this how society look at that. When I had to go down and put a PPO on a person, I really had to deal with them mocking and laughing and stuff like that. But it wasn't really for that I was scared, but it was just that I had to protect me, and all of that. So it was definitely an embarrassing type situation because men, we don't like to do things that we like to feel like we in control of things, and we like to be able to handle our own business instead of running and crying like, hey, this woman is after me, or this man is after me, or whatever it is. We don't like to look like we weak, or or somebody can get over on us. So we often, a lot of times, men that go through this, especially if they kind of like they're not an aggressive man, and they kind of like soft spoken and stuff like that. Not gay, but just soft, just a softer, nice, guy, wholesome, pure wholesome type guy. And they don't have that thug rough side to them. Women off the bullish type women often like take advantage of these type men, and they still don't want to be perceived weak to their guys and stuff like that, so they keep things like that secret, as far as if they got a woman that's dogging them or smacking them upside the head and stuff like that. So I don't know. So once again, what do y'all think? That number is 646-564-9728. Press 1 if you want to comment. Matter of fact, Jalen. We definitely gotta change the narrative. I don't like abuse no way on both sides and stuff. I done been through rough relationships that enough to learn that this is definitely something that I don't want to deal in. And I think when I went through relationship, it made me stronger in a lot more ways than I think. Me and my wife, we don't have them type problems, and where I'm dealing. My wife, she'll try to I laugh at her when she try to be tough and stuff like that, and but it's funny. We do it all in fun and games. But my wife, she a little rough, and I love that part about her and stuff like that. And but if I'm just saying, any man out there that's dealing in that type of relationship, don't look at it as you weak or something like that. Hey, abusive woman that give you a sign real quick, very, very quick, that hey, she's not one to be played with, and you might want to go somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? So, and then let's talk about the dyke woman, especially the dyke woman. These dyke women out here too, they're a different breed too. The ones that that want to be dudes. How do you deal with that? You know what I'm saying? Especially the ones that's protective. If they think you trying to holler at they woman, if they out with their little woman and they see a man, they get intimidated by a man trying to holler at their woman. Then they try to knuckle up, and most of the time they might got a little something on them. How do you deal with that situation? So I don't know. We got 16 more minutes. So I'm hoping that somebody come in here and talk to me. I'm thankful for Motherly Love for tuning in. I know it's late. It's 2:00 and all of that, and a lot of things just like I said transpired today, and I had to get a lot off my chest today, and I'm pretty sure the upcoming weeks with the arrangements and stuff that is pending with my wife's grandmother coming up, we definitely gonna be busy, and I just hope and I pray everybody just continue to pray the strength of our family during this time. And just getting back on the subject of just women. I think it's like Motherly Love said, to defend your family is one thing, and I think too, it's different. Should a man view let's say a muscle bound chick that's trying to fight him as a dude, or maybe the dyke chick that look just like a dude. I'm seeing a lot of dyke women that's looking more like dudes than some of these dudes look. I mean, like if you get into a fight with if a man get into a fight with a dyke woman, should he be charged with felonious assault with dealing with a dyke woman? Not saying I'm not like I said, I'm not into fighting like that. But I ain't no spring chicken. Ain't nobody want to scar my knuckles up or hurt my back or something, tweaking my back, fighting with somebody and all of that. But hey, you never know what you'll run into, because most of these people out here are aggressive. I remember a while ago, something happened where a woman had dropped something, and I had picked it up and I had went to give it to her, but she was with a dyke woman, and the woman, because I gave her what she dropped, I forgot what she dropped. It was something, and that woman got all defensive, like I was trying to come up and talk to the girl, and she got all in her feelings and her emotions. And I said, "Baby girl, I'm married. I don't want your little chick. Go on, little boy. Go on, little boy. I don't want nothing to do with that." But you deal with a lot of women that's getting aggressive. And that's the main thing too. I'm not your enemy. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even your enemy. So why you being so rough and hot around the collar about me? It's just some of these women out here just generally hate men, and they'll do anything to eradicate them. They either want us locked up or they just want us off the earth. And that's the stance with most of these. They hate masculinity, but they can be masculine, but they hate the true masculinity, and that's a bad part right there. But I wonder if anybody out here, if you any men that might be listening, have you ever dealt with a situation where you had to defend yourself with a woman? If you have, that number is 646-564-9728. Press 1 if you want to comment. Anybody on YouTube, Periscope, Twitter, Facebook, if you're listening on iHeart, Spotify, TuneIn, Deezer, all the other platforms that we got, answer that question for me. Definitely, man. I got this fan blowing on me, and it is triggering my sinuses, and I have no tissue in sight, and it's just got my sinus draining and stuff like that. And it's pretty late, but we do have 11 minutes to go, and if anybody got any comments or anything on something, that number is 646-564-9728. Press 1 if you want to comment. Well, let me put it like this: anybody in any real happy relationships, that's something to talk about. Anybody has something. I hate to talk about the negative things, but I can switch it to a positive. Anybody, I seen a nice little video today where this guy was serenading his wife. He was real happy about it. COVID. Nah, I ain't got no COVID. Nah, I'm good. It's just I got this blower blowing directly on me, and it's making my sinuses drain. I'm good. I am good. Trust me. I will be at church Sunday to bring the word. So, and wow, you done jinxed me. You making me have to cough and stuff right now. You done spoke something something into existence, mother. I ain't thinking about you. But anyway, nope, no COVID on my end. My kingdom for a tissue though. But anyway, yeah, that video kind of was like real touching. I think he sung "You Are So Beautiful to Me," and it made me jealous because I wish I could sing. You know, I don't have no problem. I would sing to my wife every day if I do it anyway. But people tend to die when I sing, so I don't want to sing to nobody like that. So I cut it out. So but anyway, what special things do you like from like a relationship? What can a person do to go the extra mile for you and make you smile on them days that you having a bad day? I know sometimes when I'm having a bad day, or me and my wife are having bad days, period, we always do pull pranks on each other or do things to make each other laugh, you know, even when we don't feel like laughing. Like today, you know, with my wife having the news of her grandmother dying, you know, and we still had to put on that shiny face for our son, whose birthday is today now, you know, and we had to go, you know, buy him his little gifts and stuff like that, and we went out. My wife really didn't feel like shopping, you know, and she was just, you know, real down and stuff like that, and I was trying my best to just, you know, take that weight off of her, like, babe, you know, hey, I know, I feel you, I do, you know, we been through that, you know, because she loved my grandmother equally too, and sometimes, you know, when you lose people, you gotta let people go through their emotions, and I saw that how she did me. She let me go through my emotions, you know, with my grandfather and all that and stuff. But my wife, what I got to see in her in grief was a real strong woman. You know, she really held the fort. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to, you know, per se to let my kids see me at that moment, because I wanted, you know, not that a man can't cry in front of his kids and stuff like that, but, you know, I got a young man under me that I'm teaching, and I'm trying to really get him to see the strong part of a man. You know, I'll tell him it's all right to cry, but you know, you don't want to be a real crying man, you know, like that. But, you know, it's just time. You know, death is a part of life, and we gotta do our things, but we gotta carry on, and we still gotta be strong, the strong link of the family. And so I don't want them to be, you know, because we got a lot of this generation has a lot of emotional men, young men, and we got to break this trend. That's what Satellite always say, you know, that he tell his daughter that an emotional man will kill you, you know, which they will. You know, a real emotional man will kill you, you know, because they love hard, and what they say, you love like you rage, you know. You other way around, you'll rage like you love. You know, if you love hard, you'll rage hard. So hey, that's another thing. So I just I pray my son being 13, You know, him being 13, that's another step to, and I'll be trying to gauge him now. I'll be trying to see where he's coming from. You know, now. You know, I know it's a little bit different now. You know, when I was 13, I know, being in middle, you know, I was in middle school and stuff like that, and I began to start noticing the women. You know. Begin to start. That's when you really start noticing them and stuff like that. And so, now you know he's gonna be more out of. Well, my kid, he wasn't never really an action figure guy. My son never really played with action figures. He was always into the computers and games and stuff. This is a gaming generation now. I don't think they even really got the chance to enjoy like action figures and stuff like that. So now he's, you know, it's gonna be interesting when, you know, whenever this COVID thing get through and they're able, you know, to, are they gonna be able really to engage like we used to do at their age? You know, that's another thing that this virus is robbing them from. Will they be able to enjoy childhood again and mingling with each other? You know, I just don't know. I really don't know. You know, how are they going to learn to be social now with this thing? Because I know our governor just said, hey, our kids are cleared to go to school, back to school again, you know, and she expect preschoolers and special needs kids to be able to keep masks and stuff on their face. And if anybody know autistic children, you know, autistic children, they don't like things on their face or their ears or anything. And this is crazy to me. Now, you just protect the alcoholics, though. You know, you can't have, you can't go to a bar inside. We close the inside services of a bar. You know, we want to protect the people that go in and drink Jack Daniels and all that stuff. But hey, the kids can go on the inside and just infect each other and bring that stuff home and infect the teachers and stuff like that. Do that make sense to anybody? Yep. Do that make any sense to anybody? I don't know. I don't know. But God bless her. I was with her at first, but now she done teed me off. But anyway, man, I want to thank everybody that tuned in. You know, motherly love. Thank you for your input. I don't know. I tried to show this like this. It's currently 2:28 right now, and I know mostly everybody is probably asleep. I know Satellite probably snoring right now, but I was up. I had a lot on my mind, and I just wanted to get this show out to everybody. But God bless everybody, and continue to be safe. You know, if you traveling, don't go nowhere that's real packed like that.
90 seconds.
Protect yourself and your family, especially ones that you know you're gonna be around. Be responsible with it. You know, use discernment. You know, sometimes your second mind is always right. You know, if you don't feel safe in a certain place, if your mind tell you, hey, it's too many people in here, I think I think COVID might be
60 seconds.
I think COVID might be in here, then I'm not going to go in here. Then follow that first mind and go somewhere else. But until then, you know, just like I said, continue to love and pray and you know, but still check on each other, you know. We don't have to, you know, you don't have to let social distancing mean not giving your loved ones a call and checking on them and making sure they are all right, especially our elderly. But anyway, love and peace to everybody, and And I'll see you next time. Peace. I'm up out of here, y'all.
10 seconds.